Hey, Manic here with episode 4 of my tutorials for my editing series, Manic's Academy of Editing if you like, and today I am looking at masking. So I'm going to be looking at the different types of masking, but first I'll quickly explain what masking is in case you don't know what I mean. So whenever you insert any sort of media into a program like Sony Vegas, you may end up with some unwanted bits that you don't want to be in the shot, or you may want just a specific part of an image or a video to be in shot. And that's exactly what masking is for. It's for getting rid of the bits of a video or image that you do not want. So first off, I'm going to show you the different types of masking. I'm just going to open up first of all my video for the Lego race, because that'll need masking when it's edited. I think it's this one. Let's try opening it. See, I want to click. I can just click yes for this because it's 1920 by 1080, so it works. Okay. Okay. Here is my video file. And it looks a bit rubbish because it's only set to preview. Bear that in mind. It won't look like this when it's finished. But as you can see, this is not quite right. We have this entire region of black border, and if I did truly record this in the correct aspect ratio, it should be filling the entire area. Now, to get around this, I want to go to Event Pan and Crop, which is down here. And we'll get a good glimpse of what the video looks like. And unfortunately, it's picked to screenshot a part where I'm not recording, which is not the nicest way to work this out. But I'll show you now what masking is. I can work it out from what I've got. So to mask, first of all, make sure that you do not need Event Pan and Crop anytime again soon, because masking locks a lot of the options until you unmask. Just bear that in mind. So I'm going to click mask. Down here by position, you just click mask, like so. And these are the mask tools down here. I'm going to show you a few different types of masking. First off, if you check the rectangle or square mask, you can do this. As you can see, on the preview window, when I drag this across, it's revealing the video, and when I put it small, it's not revealing anything. So what I'd want to do for this video, and it's a bit hard because the image isn't there to see it, I'd drag this around to, let's say, there, and down a bit there, and up a bit there, and then across a bit there, until I've got roughly this. I can then use track motion to move it instead of Event Pan and Crop, so I can use this to move where I want the video to be, and the black bars won't be rendered now, which is nice, and that's what we wanted. So that's the first type of masking, is the rectangle tool mask. I'm just going to stop that from doing that. I'm now going to delete this from my project line. I don't want to use it anymore. I'm going to use a different example, and I'm going to use let's go back to Spyro 2, the good old days. If I just go into Captain Turbo and use Turbo's audio avatar, for example, click no there. So there's Turbo's audio avatar, and when I rendered it from Adobe After Effects, I had to give it a background, otherwise it would have been rendered as lossless, and those file sizes are in the tens if not hundreds of gigabytes. So to get rid of the masking, the white background for this, I'm not going to use the rectangle, because if I use the rectangle, it looks like I can't get that perfect. I'm going to end up with white bits everywhere. So if you do accidentally use the wrong masking tool, don't worry, you can just right click and click reset mask, and then it'll reappear back to its normal size. I'm going to use this, the oval or circle mask, and what you can do with this is make a circle shape instead, and then just drag the edges like so until I've got just the bit I want. You can use either the yellow parts to do it in a different manner, or you can use the side ones. So there's still a bit of white there. I want to make sure that I'm only getting the black outline, because that's all I'm interested in, and that's so that the white border will not appear. So if I put a video underneath this now, just to turn this one a tad to the left, and then this one a little bit more up, that should do it for now. We're not being amazingly tidy. So now if I insert a video track, put it below, and I'll just use Turbo's video, why not, it's there. We can see that the mask is above Turbo's video, and that there's no white border impeding in our view. So you know, if I shrink this to the size I want it, yeah, it's fine. Okay, the last one that I want to show you how to do is it is how to use the tool to mask in detail. And to do that, I'm just going to, if I delete these both again, we'll start from the beginning once more. Let's open up an image, because images tend to be the one that this is used upon. Oops, didn't want to insert that. Let's try again. Get rid of you. What image can I use? If I go to pictures, to see all my lovely pictures. Alright, let's use this picture for argument's sake. So we want to mask this so that there's no white background and we're just getting this guy's... in fact, we don't even want this guy's face, we just want the hat. That's all we want. So to do this, I'd go to mask again in Event Pan and Crop, check the mask tool, and this time I'm going to use this Anchor Creation. And this gives you a little pen tool where you can actually individually map out all the points of the mask. And I'm not going to be overly precise, so there's going to be some white border left because, you know, this is just for a tutorial's sake. You can go into much more detail when you're masking your own things. So I just want the hat. I'm going to click around. Make sure you don't click again onto the layer or click away from the layer where you don't want it, else it can be a bit of a pain. I'm going to make a mistake here on purpose. I'm going to put one all the way over here and then back to, and then another one here actually, and then back to here. So I've got this wrong triangle that I don't actually want, and I'll show you why in a moment. Okay, as you can see, I've just got the hat. That's all I wanted, and that's all that's been. Obviously, I've got this white border. If you saw that you had got this whiteboard and you realised you wanted to change that a little bit, you can click on the normal edit tool here. If I zoom in and drag up a bit, I want to get this and I want to drag it down. So this isn't quite perfect, so what I might do is go back to the Anchor Creation tool and just click on the layer, and you'll actually add one into the existing mask. So I can drag that down now, drag this down, drag this one down a little bit, and I could do that all day until it's perfect. Now, oh no, I've got this mistake over here, what do I do? Well, here's what I want to do. I can go to the Anchor Deletion tool, and I can just click on the anchor point and remove it, and then it gets rid of those mistakes. And you can use that to really tidy up in case you make any mistakes, so that you don't have to start all over again. Now the cool thing with the masking feature is this works at any of the masking tools. What happens if I want his hat and just this guy's face and I don't want the horse? Well, I can actually make two masks. I can just create one that's not linked to the first, like so. Just be, again, very, very unprecise. We just want his head, we don't even want his neck. Don't want anything. He's got a weird, really creepy face. And as you can see, we have two now. We have two separate parts, and it skips out that part. And that's essentially how you make masks. Now you can actually then, if you wanted to, say you didn't like where this mask was or you wanted to move it, you can actually drag that shape about if you want to, and that sort of stuff. You can change move freely as well, like this can be really handy. If you click on this, now the mask will be locked, so it can only move left and right if you wanted to move it. Click it again, it can only move up and down to lock it, to make it a bit easier to move about, and then once more again it goes back to its free movement. So that can be very useful, the move freely tool. You can also have enable snapping. Now sometimes if you've got that checked, it can make masking really annoying, because when snapping's enabled, everything's moved at angles, and if it's unchecked, which is how I like it, you can move the little anchor points freely as opposed to being stuck. Now, split tangent tool, this does something as well, but nothing, if I can remember rightly, important. yeah, you can use the masking with the split tangent tool to make weird shapes in a mask, but nobody really wants that. So I'm just going to reselect reset mask, because that's that bit done. You may want to, I will show this more detail in another tutorial, but I will eventually show a tutorial on how to make a mask move, because it may be that at one point you want just part of an image to be revealed, and then later on you want the rest of the image to be revealed, or a different part, and that's to do with keyframing, which I will do a more extensive tutorial on keyframing and animation on a different video, so it's not overly long. Zoom edit tool, I'm not sure what that does. I don't think it's anything important. So yeah, that is essentially masking. That's this tutorial done. I hope it has been of some use to you, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. I've not decided what I want to make it about yet, so just keep your eye out for it.